Alright, homework 21 for the regular classes. It looks like this. It's a bunch of solving systems because that's what we're working on. We'll move on to number 1. This one tells me to substitute. Why? Because it's right there. Y is already solved for. We just take what y is equal to, which is 5x minus 7, and we put it in for this y here. And then we can proceed to solve for our x, and we can solve for y too after that's done. So plug that in, your second equation there, minus 2 in parentheses 5x minus 7, and then we get equals negative 12. Okay, at this point you're just going to distribute that negative 2 through, because this is now we're at a point that you guys should be getting more familiar with solving after all this time. Distribute the negative 2 through, combine like terms. Negative 2 times 5x is negative 10x. Negative 2 times negative 7 gives me positive 14 equals negative 12. Now I need to combine like terms. This negative 3x and the negative 10x give me negative 13x. And then I want to get rid of this 14. And I need to subtract 14 to get rid of it. I'm trying to get x by itself. So remember, you got to take away the pieces, but combine all the x's together too. So now you're at negative 13x equals, well, negative 12 minus 14 is negative 26. So now we just need to get rid of that negative 13 in front of x. And we are at x equals 2. Because negative 26 divided by negative 13 is going to be positive 2. We're going to take this part now, and we're going to plug it into, I'm going to plug it into this top equation right there. Where x used to be, I'm going to put 2, because that's what x is. So, instead of x, I'm going to put 2 in parentheses. And keep going. 5 times 2 is 10. I'm going to subtract 7 to get y equals 3. And I am done with number 1. Move on to number 2. Once again, I'm going to use substitution because my first equation is already solved for y. So that's solved for y. I can just plug in what y is, this 6 plus 4x, into this y here. So that second equation with y replaced. Remember, always put it in parentheses. Now I got my new equation. So distribute the negative through. Negative 5x minus 6 minus 4x equals 21. Okay, combine like terms. The negative 5x and the negative 4x gives me negative 9x. And I still got to subtract 6 to equal 21. I'm going to add 6 to get 6 by itself. The negative 9x is still on my left side. The right side is looking like 27, because 21 plus 6 is 27. And I need to divide by that negative 9 in front of the x. Negative 9. So now x is negative 3, because positive divided by negative gives you a negative. Okay, so that's why x is negative 3. Be careful with your negatives. Now that I know what x is, I'm going to take this negative 3 and I'm going to plug it into that x right there. Because I need to figure out what my y is. So I'm going to take my equation, y equals 6 plus 4 times negative 3. Okay, where the x used to be, we're going to put negative 3, because that's what x is. Okay, now I'm at y equals 6 plus negative 12, because 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. So that's really 6 minus 12, which is just negative 6. And now we are at the point negative 3, negative 6. And we are done with that one.